Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 37 on my AC Milan Football Manager 2015 Let's Play. And here you can see Hesse is considering his options right now. And that's what I could have hoped for when Madrid offered him a new contract. All I could really do was declare my interest in him, and this has led to him considering his options. It says here, Hesse will sit down and consider his options according to Real Madrid source to the player, or sources close to the player. It says, with AC Milan interested in securing his signature, it says attacking midfielder wants to think long and hard before making a decision on his future. Then it goes on to say, Hesse has received a contract offer from Real Madrid, but there are no reports that the deal is anywhere near ready to be signed. And more often than not, when a team, especially of Real Madrid stature, when they offer a contract, there's a really good chance the player's going to accept, unless it's a circumstance like this where he's out on loan and we've declared interest in him and he's doing well for us. That's the thing. That's all we could really do apart from signing him, but we don't have the money yet to do so, like activating the future fee clause. So that's all I could have really done, and it's the best thing has happened really for him to consider his options, but he still may go ahead and accept the contract, because if he doesn't, he'll only have 1 year left on his contract going to next season, and maybe if we can get him on loan again and then go for free transfer the following season, if I'm still here, of course. That's a lot of football to be played, a lot of episodes to be recorded until that stage. But yeah, planning for the future, you never really know what will happen. And also going towards January, today it'll be a bit of both, I think. It depends, it depends if I want to go for someone. I've got a bit of wage budget, so we're going to look for the options on approach to sign, who's going to be available. I'll play the game against Chievo and do that. Then we'll check out some options, maybe make some contract offers to some players if anyone is good enough. I won't make offers for the sake of getting a guy on a free transfer. Maybe if there's a younger guy, could be a good deal. Like I got Party last season, and he's made a pretty good impact. And then we'll play the Fiorentina game as we go into January, and who knows, we may get offers for players, but that's what's going to happen. Also, Van Persie is one of the players running out of his contract, but he's going to demand a lot of wage, like even more than we have. I did it already where I put more in the wage budget from transfer budget, and we're still going to have a little bit there, because if you're going to sign someone for so much, you're going to have to pay, clauses and all that kind of stuff, like sign-on fees and all that stuff. So, 95k. So I'm not really sure if we will have the money there to sign Van Persie. And I don't think we want to break our bank to sign a 32-year-old who is injury-prone. He's even injured right now, so that will be affecting his current attributes, like going down probably in training and all that good stuff. But he's a superstar, Van Persie. But going to next season, he'll be turning 33. Is that the player you want to spend a lot of money on? I don't really know. You could leave your opinions on that. But we shall move on to the next game today, which is away from home against Chievo, who are sitting in the relegation zone. It should be an easy win for us. So going into the match preview for the game now, you can see our current situation. We're sitting very, very strongly at the top. Roma and ourselves have played the same games, and we are 11 points ahead of them. I'm not sure who's going to be the major contender. If Juve's going to step up for the rest of the season, Inter's going to push as well. But the way it's looking like right now, we're going to really coast to the league title, and that's exactly what I want. That's going to be something where I'm going to look to hopefully have that to my name, win the title. Obviously, Champions League, we're going to have to beat a lot of good teams in our way. And again, where's the update? Who are we going to be facing? Leverkusen in the first knockout rounds of the Champions League. I want to be looking for an international job next season. I'm not going to resign from AC Milan unless I get a better job offer elsewhere, but I want to kind of do that at the same time to make this series even more in depth. It would be really my first serious one anyway I've done on YouTube, so that's really exciting, but I want to win something before. Sure, I could start applying right now and you can get a job, but it feels a bit unrealistic. You got to achieve something first, and this will be our chance. That's why I want to win at least the league. But if I somehow manage to win the league and the Champions League this season with the team I have, and considering the team I started with just 1 season ago, it would be an amazing effort. And hopefully, boards will see that. But anyway, this is going to be the team we go in with. Again, rotating a little bit, even though we don't desperately need to, because there's a decent break between this game and the next game, even though it is Fiorentina. There will be international breaks as well, but it's an opportunity against a lower team to give a game to some players like Gino Baruzzi, who needs match fitness. He has slight concern. He wants to play a bit more as well. Just those kind of types, you know. Was even thinking about Pablo Almero, but he's a type. I'm not sure if he'll have a future at the club. Pushing to 30 in the following season. He recently turned 29 in November, so yeah, maybe just looking to make a profit of him. You know, we signed him on a free. We'll just see those situations. I just really want to keep giving games to Gulam because he's doing so amazing right now, even though his long throws go a long way to his rating, his average rating right now. But he's consistent during the games, you know. He wins challenges and everything like that. And you could almost ask if I should experiment without using that, you know, without using the long throws. But that's a key part to our game. A lot of the time he gets good ratings, or sometimes. A lot of them he just gets like a key pass just from a general long throw in. But yeah, when he throws it to a player in the box, it basically creates a chance. So it's deserving of those good ratings. So you can see here, this is their team. Again, not too many players that I know. I know Matri, actually. We sold him to them, so he's a decent striker. His attributes aren't too amazing, but last season he did well for Juve because he would have got the service. He still only scored 7 goals, but he got a good rating, so we'll see how they're going to perform today, but we should be able to, yeah, pick up the 3 points once again. Mattia Destro, I feel he has to be back. A lot of people always, the main suggestion is to change the role, but the thing is, he's playing his role for the team as a complete forward. Don't forget, complete forward is more about scoring goals. It's creating goals as well. Even though you look, he doesn't have a lot of assists. He hasn't even got assist in the league. It's also about creating space, and that's what he's exactly done. Apart from the Napoli game, he scored 2 games in a row against Liverpool. Don't forget, that's an important team, an important game, don't forget. You got a 9.2 rating and a 9.6. Unfortunately, didn't get the job done against Napoli, though. But, yeah, he's goals are coming back for him, and they will come. That's just the way. Like last season, he went through a poor patch, you know. I'm sure he'll finish the season with 20-plus goals, and that's acceptable for a striker, really. So, yeah, we'll take that, especially with other guys that are scoring so much. I can't wait for Hesse to come back. We're missing that. But it gives a chance for a guy like Adam Maher, who scored okay, like 2 goals from 4 starts, 8 off the bench appearances. He plays a bit more consistent. You might see him score a bit more. But I'll just say I expect nothing but a win from this match. Don't forget, we still have our unbeaten run going in the league. I'd love to go a whole season unbeaten, and that will leave our unbeaten streak really at a really high tally. But again, didn't I say that previously? I don't really care about breaking records. It's just I want to continue doing well. That's all. That's why I want to continue the unbeaten streak. Not to break any records, just to do well. And here's Dembele. Come on. Let's create a chance. Dembele has another chance. Ooh, good start here. Good start. Positive play. And that led from the throw-in. So it's deserving of the ratings once again for Gulam. Because it creates chances. If you just forget about that's a big reason why it gets good ratings. Just you look at the throw-ins specifically, and they do create chances. His throw-ins, so he's an asset to the team. Definitely. Sorry, I just dropped my microphone there, so it just fell down a little bit. Apologies for that if it made a noise, but yeah, this hasn't, apart from that early chance, hasn't been too much, you know. Suso. De Jong. Back to Suso. Let's do something here. Come on, Destro. Destro. Ooh. See, he's got a bit more confidence now. Obviously, coming off that hat-trick against Liverpool. Definitely, or not against Liverpool, sorry. He got a goal against Liverpool, then a hat-trick after that game. It gives him a bit more confidence. Adam Maher, he's picked up an injury or a knock at least. But this hasn't been a very good performance by us. It's, yeah, see, but this is the only difference. You'd say this, without a doubt, Gulam, he wouldn't have over a 7 rating here, without a doubt, if it wasn't for the long throw-ins going down as key passes. He just wouldn't, because, yeah, the whole team hasn't. And he hasn't, done anything too special. So I suppose that's where you can say his ratings are inflated a little bit. But at the same time, they do create chances, like I mentioned. Come on. This has been, it's been a frustrating game. Come on, we need a goal. Gulam again with the long throw. And now it's gone back to him. And he plays it to Nigel de Jong. Nigel de Jong finds Dembele. Dembele. It's Gulam now. Oh, just fell down, and now he's out of position. Oh, but Krivtsov, he came up for him. He went to the left-back position, and he covered for him. Really, really well done. Now it's Maher, come on. Oh, what about El Shaarawy? Oh, that deserves to be a goal. Oh, we're playing... I don't know, this game is hard. We're having some good chances, but I don't think we're playing that well. It's kind of a weird performance by us. And they just kick that out. It's too early probably to make a sub. Maybe we'll do a team talk. We'll say assertively... show some passion. I think that's what we're missing. We are playing well. You always see that. You will always see that from us, especially playing against a team like Chievo. We need to see more. We need to see more. Sorry about not that one. We'll go advanced tactics, and yeah, Adam Maher is going to have to come off. Who are we going to bring on though? Rodrigo De Paul. I've been giving him more of a chance in that role. Let's give it to him. Come on. And Suso to come off, and we shall bring on, where is he? Rodrigo, yep. We'll bring Rodrigo in the inside forwards. He's actually disappointed. He's actually worried when I declared interest in Van Persie, which is a bit weird. I know he's naturally a striker, but that hasn't been the position we're playing him. He thinks, yeah, Van Persie will take his position, but Van Persie's not going to be... That's where I like a bit more intelligence to be applied in the game. Of course, he's a striker, and Van Persie is, but we haven't been playing him as a striker. We're playing right wing. So, yeah, that would be a bit more I'd like to see. But, nah, come on. We can't drop off. We basically have the title in our hands, and we just need to keep winning games. I've been trying to make reasons for him, you know, but he's not getting the job done. Destro. Zapata. We'll see if he can come on and do it. That might be our only problem. See, there might be games like this. Like I say, we don't have problems scoring, but when you're not playing Hesse and you're not starting Rodrigo, it's a lot of the attention will come down to the striker to score then, and he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it. Which, it's a bit disappointing because he's got good attributes. You say get a world-class striker, but Destro now, his attributes are world-class. Come on, Rodrigo De Paul. Come on! Oh, that would have got us out of this. This is not even a bad performance. Almost 60% possession, 3 clear-cut chances, 30 shots in total. Come on. Maybe a final change and we'll go attacking. We'll go attacking from here. Maybe I should have done this a bit earlier. Just, escaped my mind. That's something I probably have to admit. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. It's just my way of playing Football Manager. Sometimes I don't think about changing instructions. I'm just happy, especially when things are going well, you know, how you've been playing. I'll go push higher up as well when we've been playing and getting good results. And we'll do close down more just to apply the pressure, maybe force errors. But yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes that's not something I think of, especially when we're doing well and I know my current setup is getting the job done. Dembele's had an insane game as well, and he's got like no long throw exploits. So yeah, he's having a great game. But I want to see that translated. And we'll probably need a final team talk. We'll say encourage. We'll see if that will do anything. Do we have anything else in the instructions? Maybe take work ball into the box, play our defense off, and we'll just pump it in. And we'll go route 1 as well. Maybe a much higher tempo. Anything else? Maybe shoot on sight to take chances now. We just got to change some things up. Maybe, hit early crosses in there. That's already selected. Not sure about anything else. We just have to, stick with our guns. Stick with our guns. And then go overload. Overload on the mentality. Let's see if it will create something. De Jong gets a late yellow card. Surprising, it took him 89 minutes to get a yellow. I couldn't feel a goal coming in this game, especially late when I didn't think it's going to come, and it should be over now. That should be it. And it's going to be a disappointing 0-0 draw, ball draw. Unfortunately, we had chances. You can't say we didn't. See, these are the kind of games where Gulam steps up and he does get a good rating. But was he actually the best player on the pitch? Probably not. But that was not good enough. Again, we'll go to Gulam. What did he actually do in this game? He got 10 key passes. A lot of them would have came from throws, if not all of them. And apart from that, he He didn't do anything. He made a couple of tackles, but for me, Christoph made the most challenges, I feel, yeah, and tackles won. Dembele, he made 19 out of 20 challenges. That's crazy, especially, and that's from the roaming playmaker, not the ball-winning midfielder. That's crazy. He made the most challenges in the game. That's why I think Dembele is such an asset. That's why I did want to sign him, because he can be creative, but then he's really good defensively with that tackling, and he's got the strength in midfield as well. He's a good player for that reason, and for the price we signed him, yeah, really good bargain, I feel, for the performances he's putting in like he did today. Unfortunately, the attacking players aren't getting it done, or didn't get it done on the day, and Destro is... I tried to give him as much praise going into this game, but he couldn't get it done, and this is what I mean. He does look... You say get a world-class striker. He's got high attributes. He's got 17 finishing, 17 heading. They're the main ones out of maybe technique. Do you think he's lacking technique? He doesn't have technique of a world-class striker, do you think? If you just quickly go to... Where I would just go scouting, yeah, to find players. And we'll take off transfer listed for a second. We'll just... actually, Societa, who moved to Madrid, and he's transfer listed, hasn't played a game from them, which is a bit weird. We'll go strikers. Even you can see Sergio Aguero there. And he's not an unrealistic target. I've got, yeah, realistic... It's showing realistic transfer. So Sergio Aguero, like... Him and Suarez, Diego Costa, Cavani, Falcao, all these types, Sturridge, Balotelli, they all would want to come. Because, yeah, obviously we're winning at the minute. So Sergio Aguero, see, he's got the 8. I know he's probably not a guy, he's one of the best in the world. So maybe it's hard to compare. Even Benzema, a bit lower. But he's still got 18 technique. And first, I think that's what he's missing. But apart from that, it's not too much different. Falcao as well, 16 technique. If you're looking at all these attributes, I think that's what he's missing. Cavani a bit lower with 15, but he's got some other crazy attributes like teamwork, good passing, everything like that. Luis Suarez, again, he's on that really world-class level, but it is 17. So that's what probably separates him from being world-class. Even Edin Dzeko is 15, so it's a bit lower than his 13, so maybe that could be the case. But the thing is, because he's developing... in terms, at least in training, he's doing well in training. He could be worth something. He could be worth a decent amount of coin. We could sell him upwards of 25 million to 30 million and then go for one of those guys. Well, I don't know, say in January, because it may be eligible for Champions League. Just got to see the options. But leave your thoughts anyway. So here now, Alex wants to discuss personal matters. So what are we going to do with him? A lot of the time, I'll just say... I'm going to play him in the next month or so, but being realistically, that's not going to happen. So where's the option to let him go? I'll look to sell you soon. Yeah, that's the only option. So a lot of the time I'll say I'll play them more. I've said that a few times this season to other players, but he's simply, not going to play. I don't know what's happened, because last season he played, well, he only started, that could be a problem. He only played 8 games in the league, and he did okay, but I didn't have faith in him for whatever reason. Maybe because of his age. He was aging. He's 33 now, and I just don't want to give him the time of day. He's tackling 14. I would like that to be a bit higher. Marking is good, 17, but yeah, his pace as well, going down. I knew this was going to happen to him, how he would decline in his ability. Kind of anticipating it and just waiting till we can let him go at the end of the season, I suppose. So guys, it's a time now where we can make some approaches for some players. There's one player we probably can't make a move for, and that is Robin van Persie. We most definitely couldn't afford the 200k plus that he is currently on, and he may even want a bit more to leave United, and you can see 95k. So you have an idea what we're going to go for here, kind of value players. You see Karim Rekic, he was actually listed as a Wonder Kid player before he turned 21, I believe. That's... in my experience anyway, once they hit 21, just their Wonder Kid status disappears. It doesn't mean their potential changes or anything. It just means they're not a Wonder Kid anymore. They're not known as a young player anymore, like a potential guy for the future. 21 is when, they've got to look to break through to the first team, but he still would have the same potential. That never changes for those of you that are unsure about that. Potential's in the game. It's a set number out of 200. I always say I want to make videos of something a bit more in-depth in the game about hidden attributes, again, potential abilities and current abilities. I could go in-depth about it, but I just got to see if people want that, and if you like, because there's a kind of program to use to find those kind of stuff out, but it could be also seen as cheating with the other things it shows. So yeah, it's a big thing like that, if I should do it or not. But yeah, we'll see in the future if I do make those kind of videos. But yeah, they'll be important. They'll be helpful videos, seeing like hidden attributes and that kind of stuff. But anyway, we'll move on, and I do want to go for him. I do want to go for Karim Rekic. I think he's one of the better options available that I've scouted so far. We'll look for some more, but there's a few guys that I want to get. But Karim Rekic is the first, especially with Alex. He is going to be leaving most likely. I can't see myself offering him a new contract for any reason at all. Really, he's not good enough, and I'm not playing him. So yeah, those things together, and I always seem to manage this way. We have an older guy going out, then a perfect signing just appears for free as well, Karim Rekic. So we'll offer him a contract. There's like CSK Moscow, who's also in for him. Wage, I'll increase that. These kind of things you can increase a bit more. Put it to about 40k. Yearly wage rise, put it down to 10, I think. And you can put things like this: seasonal landmark goal bonus, which he's not going to score 15 goals in a season. Just put it 87k. Just those kind of things. Even lower it to a more realistic level. He's not going to score 10 goals in a season. And I'll put his squad status a bit higher. I'll put it rotation. Definitely would rotate him a bit. And I want to try and get the sign-on, because I want him to be as free as possible, because he has approached to sign. I want him to be, because I say he's a free transfer, but if you're paying a lot for sign-on fees and agent fees, it's not really a free signing. So I'll try and make those as low as possible. Even go down, put this to 35k, and agent fee 50k. We'll try and put that on. Anything else? Relegation release clause, or that one is, I like to put that in, because if we get relegated, I'm probably going to lose my job anyway, but you can't see that happening, so then you just put it like 0, and then, they'll be happy with that. So they can be let go of easy. But anyway, clean sheet bonus, what are we going to put here? Maybe 8k, unused sub, put 4.7. He may get that a lot, though, because of the big amount of players on the bench for Serie A. An appearance fee, we'll put that a bit higher, maybe. We'll put it like a 8k. And just give him more on the wages, because we do have that to spend, and I reckon he'll accept that if we, I'm happy with that. And hopefully, and I was really happy I could lower the sign-on fees. So that's one. So that's a centre-back we've made a move for. Now there's 2 or 3 players I'm interested here. One is Gaston Ramirez. Like, he's a ready-made player. There's a couple young guys I might check out there. But I don't think it depends. It's a hard situation, because you don't know what's going to happen with our current players we have on loan. Hesse, we could potentially sign. Also Rodrigo De Paul. Both those players we have future fees for. So it's a tricky situation, because you don't know if we're going to have the transfer budget for them to really activate those future fee clauses. And Gaston Ramirez, he's not on their level in terms of being really special, because they're a bit younger. He's not going to improve much more, but he's 2-star. He's on the same level of those guys, but he can't get better. Those guys can probably get better. So it's a very interesting one. So I don't know, actually. I really don't know about Gaston Ramirez, especially with those other guys. Like Hesse, we could get on loan again next season if he's available for that. So, I don't think I'll go for him. But one guy who's a bit younger and in a position right now I don't think we need, but one player in that position isn't really doing too well, and our most valued player in that position, and that is, obviously Mattia Destro, but Angelo Henriquez from Manchester United. Obviously, he was in my Manchester United save, but I did let him go because of work permit problems as well, and not being able to get in the first team. And that seems the same situation in this save. Hasn't played a game for United. First season out on loan, and then he's back, and he hasn't really gotten a look in. He's just playing reserve football, but he's doing well. Scored 10 goals in 9 starts, so doing really well. His report, what does it say? He could improve significantly in the future, and he's a guy that's real. I've seen him in comments before. In the past, when he was at least still in my team for Manchester United, he's like, people really praise him a lot. You should give him a go. Everything like that. But for me, his physicals are still really poor. But he must be good. He must develop into a decent player, because people praise him a lot. But again, just second look at the physicals. To me, the physicals really bother me. And he's already 21, so he's not going to improve an insane amount. I don't think he's going to be better than Destro anyway. So I wanted to go for him, but where I analyse it more here, I don't think he's good enough to sign, really, for where we want to get to, winning Champions League. I don't think he's going to be that kind of player. One of the best strikers in the game. Destro is definitely closer to that. You say this guy's a bit younger, but 21 still. He's going to turn 22, in April, and we're in December right now, just going to January, so about 4 months away. He's going to turn 22, and he's not going to increase so much more from there. He's the type he is and who he is, Angelo Henriquez. I'd want to sign him, but it's not enough. There's not enough about him. Emanuele Gigolotti, another striker, but yeah, probably not good enough. So yeah, I was trying to make a lot of considerations for Henriquez there, but physically I think his attributes do let him down. And obviously United hasn't played him for a reason. And also another young guy is Emerson Hindman from Fulham. They're in the Championship. He's doing really well for them. You can see his average rating. He hasn't played too many games though, so it's hard to make a judgment. His jumping reach really poor. He's a smaller kind of player, but he's a player that shows promise. But his potential is probably not, again, where we want to. And we do have a lot of those midfield players. He would struggle to break through, and he would just be in the under-20s. That's where he will just spend his time if we sign him. So out of those players, there's no one really that we want to go for. That's absolutely amazing. And Rekic is almost... He's just there. It's not like he's easily... But yeah, he'll come into our team and he would play. He'll probably be on par with a guy like Nadal Chiru, and they'll fight out for the position, But anyway, we've got contracts expiring. Fernando Torres will be letting go. Alex will be letting... So that's big wages we're letting go. Look, 175k of Fernando Torres. Whew, thank God for that. I've always rated Torres, and don't think he is a bad player. Like, I think he's a bad player. Nowhere. I know a lot of people criticize him now and everything, but even in this save, he's doing all right. Like when he was at Liverpool, where are we? Yeah, Liverpool. Then that last season he was with them was really poor. Probably a lot of speculation, everything like that. But those first 3 seasons, he was my favourite striker. I wouldn't say growing up, he was my favourite striker, because around then, me personally, would have been about, I think, 15, 16, 17, around those years. When I really started getting into liking football, and obviously, in school and everything like that, following it a lot. And he was my favourite striker. The way he played, he was cool, with his longer hair and everything like that. I loved how he played, a quick striker. It was absolutely amazing. Sometimes I like to watch football highlights on YouTube, montages of goals and everything like that. And that's why I go see Torres' goals for Liverpool, and it's very inspiring and everything like that. He scored some amazing goals. Great finisher. Yeah, great finisher. Scored a lot of goals, but obviously you got to move on from that and get past that. For me, I wouldn't want to. I wish we would have Torres in his Liverpool days, as probably any team in the world would love to have that kind of striker. But then Chelsea ruined him, and also not just that, he probably didn't suit Chelsea, and big money, everything, probably a lot of options altogether. But that's probably the best. If I could pick any striker in the world that I would want in my team, it's Torres in his Liverpool days, really. There may have been better options in the world to other people, but for me, my type of striker that I liked, Fernando Torres in his Liverpool days, every day of the week. So, it would be a bit disappointing to let him go, but if you just you forget about all that stuff, and you think about it in the save terms of things, what he's valued in just as a player, forget it's Torres. He's a striker that's 31. We have better strikers in the team. Well, we have Destro. He's on 175k per week. You look at those stats and you let him go. You try not you get your personal feelings of the player in real life. Get ahead of that, So he's going to be let go, and that 175k and then the 63 of Alex. That's pushing towards 250k around that, and letting that go is going to be a lot for next season. To free up. The staffing I usually leave to the last month or something, so not to worry about it right now. And any of these youth guys are just simply not good enough as well. So I'm not sure if I should go right ahead and make the offer for another player, because Rekic, we're still going to have available wage budget there. We're still probably going to be able to get another decent guy. So we're going to see who's available. Like Ashley Young, he's not good enough. He's not a type. But there's not too many. Even if I take off realistic transfers, okay, sure, more options will show. But I reckon the older guys are not showing because their values go lower, just because they're older, but also because yeah, their contract is running out, so he gets affected even more. Nick Powell's an interesting one. We'll get a scout report, but again, he's not too much different from other types, like around his age, or yeah, players we have in our team already. Pablo Piatti, again, he's Argentinian. Has he got another nationality? Because he'd be like non-EU player nationalities. Oh, he's Italian as well. So yes, obviously he could speak Italian. So he could be a very interesting player. Where does he start? Okay, he starts in Argentina, then moves to Spain. So he would be Spanish as well. Did it say that? Yeah, okay, he could get the nationality, but he just sees no benefit in it. Okay, that makes sense. He's an interesting player. Like, you're looking for free signings here. He's a good player. He's playing for Valencia. Valencia is a team that's... Where are they right now? Oh, that's a bit difficult. Where are we? Liga BBVA. Where are they? Valencia's second. See, he's part of that. He's part of that good team that's second in the league, that's doing better than Barcelona. Barcelona struggling at the minute a little bit. But anyway, yeah, Pablo Piatti. What's he done? He's scored a few goals and he's got a few assists. He's done okay. He's done really well in the Champions League, actually. So that's something to note. He shoots with power, cuts inside, runs the ball often. But he's natural on the left side and cuts inside. So that's a bit interesting. Play one game for Argentina. And he plays about three positions in our formation strongly. But he's just shy of that really amazing ability if I'm just judging off his attributes as a whole. If you judge of his average rating, he's solid but not absolutely amazing. It's really hard to judge. If you go approach to sign, and he wants sign-on fee as well. I don't know he's just like a good player, but do you just sign him because he's a good player? Like, do we need him? That's the question. Like, I'd want to go for him because he's a good player. You could make profit off him. Maybe 5 million if you sell him in a couple seasons later, but do you just sign him on a free because he's a good player? Or does he have to be a good player and suit your needs? Because we don't really need him. And you look at other players, there's not too many. I might go down and someone might come up, but yeah, there's a lot of decent players there's a few decent players, but it doesn't mean you should go for them. Christian Rodriguez probably falls into that as well. He's had a really good season for Atletico B, so yeah, can't talk about that. He's playing for the reserve team. But yeah, anyone else as we go down, you gotta study some younger players here maybe. But I'm just trying to look at the ages as we're going down, and maybe some experienced players might say. But see, Gaston Ramirez, his value has gone down right down to 850k, so you got to keep going. Gaston Ramirez, he's the same thing. He's a good player, but do we need him? Do you need him? We probably don't. He's an experienced player for his country as well, but he's a good player. We don't need him. That's a simple fact. Algiro Alia, I think he's an amazing player, but he's really quick. He's got the dribbling ability. He's got flair. Not playing for Werder Bremen for whatever reason. I think, yeah, he's good. Played over 30 times for the national team, Dutch national team. You have to be good. You have to be a good player for that. But we don't need desperately those wide players. Leandro Paredes, where is he from? He's Boca, yeah? Roma, they obviously let him go, and he moved back to Boca. So we could sign him. Like, he's a young guy with potential. He's a guy you could go for. We'll get another scout report on him. We'll see. We'll see what's potential to be a leading player. So he's a guy you could go for. But again, is his nationality only Argentinian? Yeah, it's only Argentinian. He can speak Italian. Oh, because he spent time at Roma. But there's not a huge amount of players that I'm desperate to jump on. Oh, Lord Bentner. Nah, again, I've always thought Bentner, he's an interesting player. He had potential as a young guy, just being realistic, apart from... You just forget about all the banter about him and everything. But he's an interesting player. He's always been a talented guy, you know. He can score goals, and he's done that from the chances he's given in this season anyway. But, yeah, probably not a signing I'd go for. And now we're going really down here. How about Cristaldo? I think there's another Cristaldo, not sure. Michu. Yeah, see, this is where, I'm not sure if you saw it. Oh, see, Michu again, he's a good player. He's banned right now. We'll get a scout report on him, but these are all options I can consider. And actually, yeah, I'm just going to play the one game in this episode, because the episode will be way too long if we're going to play another one, because even Leandro Bacuna, I did Aston Villa save, and I thought he was crap, so it's senseless. It will be senseless signing him for AC Milan. And Xabi Alonso, okay, this is where it comes. This is where a big player comes up. He could come central midfield for us. Wow. Oh, 150. But then it's big sign-on fee. Do we? See, we can't offer him that much. We can only, he wants like 150. We can only offer 105. So it's a bit unfortunate if that is the case. How about this guy? Sigurdsson? Not good enough. Go look for someone else like Xabi Alonso, but maybe not just someone who's almost as good as him. That's experience. Maybe like an aging guy. The values are... Oh, yes. I told you they're going to start coming. That Andrea Barzali. He's got 20 marking. But he's aging a lot from Juve, you know. This is where you have to make the big decisions. Like, a process sign. You can get him at affordable. It's affordable if you change maybe to a first team. You can get him. We could get him bang like that. But if we're getting Rekic, we probably don't need him. So it's all those decisions, yeah. He is aging a little bit. He'll be losing that pace. Acceleration, agility, really, yeah, bottoming out. But yeah, marking 20, that's faultless. He's amazing marking. Does anyone else come up? Xavi, oh my god. They're all coming. They're all coming right now, but they're too much money. They're too much. Those mentals are amazing, but it's just too much. Too much money. Oh, no, we could, if we put him key player, we could get shot. I just don't know whether to go, because he's an older guy. He's 35. For me, that's too old, those physicals. He's probably going to be, yeah, missing a lot. But he's a superstar. Probably, you can argue, the best centre midfielder of, like, the past 15 years. It's hard to... You have, when you commit to it, you obviously commit. He's experienced 133 caps for Spain. That's craziness. But he's someone I'm going to have to add to my... I'll get another scout report. That will get him on my short list. Gonzalo Castro as well. He's 31. He's got some nice attributes. Anyone else? I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to definitely... in this video, I'll definitely check out your feedback. I'd love it if you can leave some comments of any guys you see here anymore. I'm just going to be going down. I'm trying to look quickly myself. But if anyone springs to mind, drop in the comments. And the guys we've shown already, there's Walter Gargano, just other types here. And yeah, if we should go for that, or should we save the wages and then we'll have a decent amount next season? So it's all very interesting to see. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not sure how long it'll be, just probably around normal size, to be honest, if I'm ending it here, just doing the transfers instead of playing a second game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Either way, hopefully, Rekic can accept. And even if it's just that one, if we just go for the one, approach to signing, that might be good enough, because he was a wonder kid before he hit 21. So hopefully, he definitely will keep that potential, like I mentioned, but hopefully he can reach that. Because a wonder kid is what that description is a guy with really high potential to be a world-class player, that kind of stuff. So hopefully, he can develop into that. If not, just like a really good first teamer. That's all I want out of that. And that will be two good players for free. Like Thomas Partey last season is a good first team player, can only get better. And Rekic goes under the same kind of description. So hopefully that does happen. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And I shall see you guys in the very next one.